Former President Donald Trump is keeping a busy schedule ahead of the New Hampshire primary. He held a rally last night where he went after Nikki Haley, his closest rival in the upcoming GOP primary. Hours before that, Trump was in a New York courtroom where the judge in the E. Jean Carroll defamation trial threatened to remove him after multiple outbursts during Carroll's testimony. Caitlin Huey-Burns is in Manchester, New Hampshire, with more on all of this. Caitlin, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Anne-Marie. Well, that two-person race that Nikki Haley has been asking for with Donald Trump, well, she appears to be getting it. Trump went after her pretty heavily last night, really stepping up those attacks, all in an effort to really try to shore up the party's nomination very quickly.
I know Trump threw a temper tantrum about me.
Nikki Haley has a target on her back in New Hampshire.
But if she wins, Biden wins.
The former president stepped up his hits last night in Portsmouth against the former South Carolina governor who he picked to serve as UN ambassador.
So if you want a nominee who is endorsed by all of the rhinos, globalists, never-Trumpers, and crooked Joe Biden's biggest donors, she's your candidate.
Haley hopes to cut into his lead despite new polling showing her down by more than a dozen points. She's been urging voters to turn the page, describing Trump as all breaking, no fixing, all vendetta, no vision.
Yo, Trump!
Before last night's rally, Trump appeared again in a Manhattan courtroom for his second defamation trial, where a judge issued him a warning to stop his verbal outbursts during author E. Jean Carroll's testimony or he'd be ejected.
It's ridiculous. They should be thrown out. And I, frankly, am the one that suffered damages.
But Haley has largely stayed away from responding to his legal challenges.
I just tell it on policy. I'm not going to talk about him personally. I don't care about that.
Good evening.
Meantime, a super PAC supporting Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is laying off staff as he shifts his resources to the next primary in South Carolina. And Republican and independent voters we spoke with here in New Hampshire don't seem to like any of their options.
How many of you are excited about your choices this time around? No one. Who are you leaning towards?
I'm leaning towards Donald Trump. I'm not crazy about him as a person. Not looking for a husband or a friend, though. He's the only one that I think is going to change the complete mess we have in Washington right now. He's an outsider.
You still consider him to be an outsider, even though he was president?
He's an outsider because he has no friends in Washington.
Nikki Haley, I'm not an enthusiastic supporter of necessarily. It's more like who's left standing that I can vote for, because I think it's important to vote. And who can I vote for and keep Trump out?
It's just like having to pick the best from a bunch of not greats.
Now, all of those voters aren't excited about their choices, but they are planning to vote in the primary on Tuesday. Meanwhile, Trump is actually off the campaign trail today. He's attending his mother-in-law's funeral in Florida, and Nikki Haley has a town hall here in New Hampshire tonight. It's crunch time, Anne-Marie, so a busy weekend of campaigning ahead.
Man, Caitlin, you know when they say silence can speak volumes? That's exactly what happened when you asked that question and you got nothing. Crickets. One person that did not come up, though, was Ron DeSantis, and now he's going through another major sort of strategy shakeup. The DeSantis coming up from the DeSantis super PAC, rather. In addition to expecting layoffs, the DeSantis team is virtually kind of like blowing off New Hampshire, bowing out of New Hampshire. Maybe they've got surrogates there, I'm sure, and really focusing, surprisingly, on South Carolina, Nikki Haley's state, with less than a week to go before the primary. What's the story there?
Yeah, Anne-Marie, I had the same reaction. None of those voters brought up DeSantis as someone they were seriously considering. And that's kind of reflective of what we've been seeing here in New Hampshire and in the polls. He's polling about single digits, hasn't really been competing here, although he has been campaigning over the past few days. Now, the super PAC supporting him has laid off staff. They are focused on South Carolina because they want to the campaign really wants to stick this to Nikki Haley and make it kind of squeeze her in her home state, especially if she gets any sort of momentum out of New Hampshire. This is really still a race for second place, I would argue, though. The Trump campaign sees New Hampshire as a place to really, secure his support early, kind of put this race away, then head into favorable territory in South Carolina, where he's also leading by wide margins and has the support of the governor and lots of different kind of public officials there. DeSantis essentially wants to be able to stay in this race through Super Tuesday. But the question is, will they have the money and resources to do it? And kind of what is that path if Trump starts to coalesce the party around him eventually?
Yeah.
People that we're keeping an eye on for endorsements are, other officials. So we'll be looking for that as well.
Yeah, he spent an awful lot of money in Iowa to kind of semi-tie. I mean, basically it was a tie for second place. Caitlin, thank you very much.